Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you very much for coming back. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new, hit the subscribe, okay? Thank you. Guys, the channel's growing. It's growing because of you, okay? I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but I am on YouTube. And maybe one day I can become that big YouTuber, okay? Now, I got a couple things I wrote down. This first one's gonna be pretty quick. The other one I'm gonna put into another video, okay? Now, I seen this video of a Filipino guy. He's in the Philippines. He was doing an interview with another foreigner. And he said he's gonna interview the guy, and he wanted to talk about, the guy said he wanted to retire in paradise, okay? And live in paradise. And he actually went like this, paradise. So when I heard that, it made me think, I don't know if this is shaking or not, but it made me think, is Philippines paradise? Like, is it paradise? How do I feel about it? For me as a foreigner, I feel like Philippines is like one of the best places I've ever seen. One of the best places I've ever seen. It's beautiful. Like, it's just beautiful. Okay? Most foreigners are not, we don't really see a lot of things like that unless we travel somewhere outside our state, outside our city. But when I hear a foreigner say that, or well, me, other foreigners, they be like, we're gonna retire and move to paradise. I hear other vloggers say, this is paradise, right? Is it paradise? Now think about this. Why are they saying that? And also, when I seen the other Filipino guy, he was interviewing a foreigner about him moving there. And like I said, when he said paradise like that, I can sense and I can tell, and I've heard other Filipinos, when they hear a foreigner say, this is paradise, this is really paradise. And some Filipinos, they will look at you like, are you serious? Like, someone will really look at you like, are you sure? And so I had to think again, like, why is that? Why do some Filipino people feel like what the foreigners think is not true? Why are foreigners' brains, and why are they so focused on moving to the Philippines? And it could be difficult. Like, there's things there that can be difficult. If you're from the West, United States, or wherever, and you're so used to a certain lifestyle, you're so used to things coming very easy, quick, like people like not in your way, things like that. You go to the Philippines, like that part of it is not there. Like, there's certain things that is not there or at that level that you expect. Like your own personal space around you. When you're in the Philippines, your space really don't exist to a certain extent. It doesn't exist because there's so many people, and people will bump into you, and you can't get upset because it's not, they're not doing it purposely. Like here in the States, usually, depending on where you are, if someone bumps into you, if you're in a really bad neighborhood or a bad area and someone bumps into you, and the population is very small. Like, you got room to spread out. And you bump somebody, some people can get upset. Some people will get upset. But if you're in certain areas, it could be just an accident. But some people will get upset because you bumped them. In the Philippines, it's very common to get bumped by someone, or someone step on your feet, things of that nature. So you have to be prepared for that. You gotta have patience. Things take time to get done. If you gotta go pay a bill or something, expect to be waiting. Like, it's not going to be like you can just go online and pay it. Like, well, I don't know about that part because I don't pay bills in the Philippines, but there may be a way you can pay it online. But I see a lot of people going to the store, and they have to go to a store, to the mall or somewhere, to pay the bill. And sometimes there could be a wait. So keep that in mind. But as far as it being paradise, this is the same thing that I thought. This is the same thing that I thought when I was there. I felt like Philippines was paradise because of the natural. Philippines has a natural beauty to it. Like, it's like no other. And I'm pretty sure, like, you go to Thailand, you go to other places in the world, you go to Egypt, see the pyramids, you go to just different places, Hawaii, Malaysia, you're going to see things that you probably have never seen before, and it's just going to be so stunning that it just makes you think a lot. Like, I could live here, But can you truly live there? Can you deal with the other things that you're being clouded by? Okay. But I'm trying to focus and turn. Can you deal with those things? Now, back to the paradise part. I felt like it was paradise. I felt like Philippines was paradise because, like I said, the trees, the water was so beautiful and blue. But if you're by the ocean, you're going to see that. If you're in the inner cities, you could see a lot of trash in the water. Okay. Trash is a big thing in the Philippines. Like, there's trash because there's so many people. There's trash everywhere. Some people will eat stuff and just throw the trash just like that. And there'll be trash on the side of the road. There'll be trash in the whole canal will be full of trash. But that's not in every place, okay? And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of places here in the United States that there's trash everywhere, and I see it, and it kind of makes me upset. But the paradise part, that's how I felt when I first came to the Philippines, and the second time and the third time. But then after a while, the paradise kind of wore off. Using the word paradise, it went away. Like, it kind of went away. Now I know Philippines as the very beautiful, stunning, beautiful places over there that I've never seen in the United States. So when you get exposure to those things, you're going to feel like that's the best thing in the world. Now, I know I'm kind of repeating myself because I'm trying to focus on the road and talk, because there's people driving kind of weird. But a lot of foreigners just think that way. And for Filipinos, for Filipinos that live there, it's like an everyday thing. Like, oh, that's just those are palm trees, those are coconut trees. Oh, yeah, that's just a type of bird. Oh, that's the little monkey. That's things that they're seeing all the time is not a big deal to them. It's just like whatever, And just like here, I'm in the state of Indiana. Okay, I'm very close to the Indianapolis 500, and some of you guys may not know what that is. It's probably the biggest race spectacle place in the world, the Oval Racetrack, okay? And it's not too far from here. I drive past it sometime, I see it, and it's like I see it, I'm like, oh well. And when people know that you live there, they're just so amazed, this track and the race cars, they're just so overwhelmed that that's there. And for me, it's like, okay, yeah, it's just a track. So I can kind of see where some Filipino people in their own country, they are like, paradise? Are you sure? You sure you want to live here? You know, they're saying it like that. Like, are you sure you want to live here? And I also had another comment on one of my subscribers. He said, are you sure you want to live in the Philippines? Like, are you sure you want to really move there? And one subscriber said, well, I would suggest not living in the Philippines full time. Like, come here go to the Philippines in the winter and then go back to your own country or go back home. You know, do like 6 months here and 6 months there. Then I guess you won't get like burned out, or you just have a different scenery or whatever. But that's what one Filipino guy said. He was like, it's not paradise like you think. Like, paradise means like everything is perfect, like everything. And if you don't have that convenience in certain areas, it's not going to be perfect. If you're going to move in a province because your head is like, oh, I'm going to save money, I'm going to live in a province, and I'm going to grow mangoes, I'm going to grow this and just live off the land, like, that is so far-fetched. Like, if you're not in tune with farming or nothing like that, having a rice field, pineapple field, if you're not in tune to do that, then it's not going to work for you. Like, it's just not. I'm very good at gardening. And it's a lot of work. It can be a lot of work, even for a small garden. It can be a lot of work. So imagine you going into another country and you trying to live out in a province and farming because you think the province is going to be the life. You're going to build a house out there, and you're out there. Then you're going to realize, like, wow, I'm out here in nature. This is just so beautiful. There's no people around. The mall is so far. If something happens, the paramedics or the fire department cannot get here within 5 minutes or 10 minutes because you're way, way, way out in the mountain. If you need to get to the hospital, it's not down the street. So that's why they say you need to be in good health when you go to the Philippines. And yeah, I need to work on my health too. I need to stop eating like junk. I need to get back in the shape and stop. Like, I drink sodas. Like, I need to stop doing that. But anyway, like, things are not going to be convenient in the province. Okay. It's like you're here or in your own country, and in your own country, but you're living in, we call it the country. Like, you're living way out in the woods or in the sticks. They call them the sticks. You're living out in the sticks where there's just trees and there's nothing else, but you have to travel so far. And things it's not like, I don't think they will be like what most people think. Okay. I've seen videos, I've seen foreigners go there and they do all these things, and then they turn around after a year or two. They probably get to their third or fifth year. If they make it to their fifth year, then they're good. But like between that first and 5 years, they're trying to figure out everything, and they seeing how difficult it could be. And some of them give up. They just give up, and they try to sell everything. And when they try to sell everything, and they're wondering why people don't buy it, don't want to buy their items, don't want to buy their house, and they're kind of stuck. So we really have to think about if you want to live there long term. Now, if you're gonna live there and you go into like Makati. You got money to live in Makati. You got money to live in BGC, Newport. You got money to live in places like that. Then you're going to kind of be okay because everything is really, really convenient in those areas. Okay. Those areas tend to be more cleaner. Things tend to be a little bit more convenient. But there may be little issues with certain things. And let me tell you, the internet is not the best in the Philippines. It's getting better, but it's not the best. Okay. Some of your upload speeds could be horrible. Streaming could be horrible. So you got to keep that in mind. You really have to find a place to find fast internet. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to bring that up. Tell me your thoughts. If you're in the Philippines, tell me your thoughts. I want to hear from Filipinos. Do you feel like your country, do you feel like the Philippines is paradise? And how do you feel when you hear foreigners say, oh, this is paradise? I mean, I would feel proud that someone's saying my country is paradise, but is it paradise? Like, is it? Just leave a comment. All right, guys, I have to go. Salamat to all my Filipino people. Mahal kita, and come back again. Help my channel grow. That's what it's here for. I'm gonna keep talking, and I cannot wait till June. I will be in the Philippines, and hopefully I can meet some of you guys. Also, leave in the comments what city, where are you from? If you're in the Philippines, I want to know where you're from, okay? Even if you're here in the States or wherever, let me know where you're from. Please put that down there. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Take care. Peace.